up? So I have finally finished the boat and I have it standing right here behind me. It has been quite a long process to redo this boat, but I'm finally done, so now we're at the point where we can use the boat. So as you can see, we've got a solar panel over there. This is so the boat can charge here in the parking where I have it stored, so we don't have electricity, but I have that solar panel up there which goes back to the batteries, charge controller, and that will always keep my batteries topped up, so I never come to the boat and have to have batteries that are flat that I can't use the trailer mode or use any of the stuff. We also have the cover, nice boat cover, keeps everything good. I've got a motor cover so the boat doesn't get that much sun, and everything is good there. I've also gone ahead and redone the entire trailer. We have a new jockey wheel, we have a new hitch mount. I've got my locks there for security, and we've made a mount there for the solar panel. It's a 150 watt solar panel that goes to the back to a charge controller, and I have a combiner that links my 3 batteries in the back. So that's everything on the trailer. I've also put in new tail lights in the trailer that are complete LEDs, sealed waterproof units, and I have new carpet and new bunk wood on the trailer, so that's all done. So everything on the trailer has been redone. We've pulled new wiring and done all of that. Now I'm going to get this guy uncovered. It's a little windy today, but we're still going to take it out and see what we can get done. So I'm going to get the boat uncovered and hook it up and head off to the lake. We just took the boat out, everything went really well, and I figured let me give you guys a quick walkthrough of exactly what I've done with this boat ever since I got it. So I got the boat in September 2018, and when I got the boat, everything was in working condition, but the carpet was old. You could tell that it had, obviously it was a 1994 boat, and the carpet has obviously seen quite a few years by that point, so the carpet was old, it smelled a little bit, and there by the fuel tank compartment there was like some bad areas of the carpet, so that piece definitely needed to be replaced. And I ended up taking the boat out one day, and there was a master fuse that blew, and we lost pretty much all electronics except for the main instrument panel, luckily, so I didn't have GPS or anything like that. So luckily I wasn't too far out, I knew where I was, so that was fine. But that's when like winter started coming around, and I figured it would be a good time to work on the boat and get everything redone. So from that point I tore everything out of the boat. I completely redid the decking, new carpet, all the lights, everything's been done, everything is LED. I switched out all the fuses for circuit breakers and basically just got rid of all the fuse panels, so everything on the boat is circuit breakers. And aside from the engine wiring harness, I pulled through all new wires for everything on the boat. So all the wiring is completely new and everything runs on circuit breakers. There are no fuses on the boat anymore. So what I'll do now is I'll just go through everything and I'll give you guys a walkthrough of exactly how I've done my boat, how I want everything to work, and we'll I'll just give you guys a good tour and show you exactly what I've done. Okay, so we'll start on the front of the boat and then work our way back. Okay, so here with the front of the boat, I've got my seats. I kept these as the original ones that came with it just because I don't really use the seat that much. I stand a lot of the time, so I didn't really think it was worth it to change it, but everything on these guys still works. Nothing wrong with those. That's pretty much the only thing that I kept that was still original. Then I have all my compartments here. These had like cheap plastic lids, so what I did is they had cheap plastic latches, so I went ahead and I replaced these all with stainless, and these are the lock-in latches. So those are all stainless, and they lock and they keep everything closed. The other thing that I did is all of the screws holding down the decking and everything on the boat, everything is either riveted with aluminium or it is stainless steel, because when we were taking it apart it was very difficult because some of the stuff had rusted, so took all of that out, replaced everything with stainless. Another thing I added is these retractable rod buckles just to hold your rods down when you're on the deck. So I put on this side at the back, and we put one over there in front, so these will just keep those rods held down whenever you're out on the water and moving fishing spots. I had to kind of make custom brackets to have these fit in flush on the side of the boat, but previously we only had like a hook on this side, a hook on that side, and you had to use a bungee cord for your rod, so this is a much better system than I did there. Then as we move forward, we got the trolling motor. This boat originally did not have a recessed foot pedal for the trolling motor, so I got a recess. I cut that out when we did the new deck in, measured everything and put in the recessed foot pedal for the trolling motor, so it's a lot easier to use now with that on there. Then as we come up to the front, we got the trolling motor, which is a Minn Kota Maximum. This is a 70-pound thrust trolling motor, which is a lot more than the original 30-pound thrust trolling motor that this boat came with when it first came out. We move forward to the front, we have a horn. This is a 130 decibel horn, I believe, so super loud. It will definitely let people know if you need your horn. And I've got my spotlights on either side, so if I come in at nighttime and I need to dock onto the trailer, that's just going to make life a whole lot easier, because I'll be able to flick those on, it'll light up the whole trailer, and I won't have to worry about if I'm lined up properly everything, because everything will be lit up with those spotlights. I got my navigation light plug here, which is exactly where it was originally, and then I put a 12-volt outlet here, so if I want to go crappie fishing at nighttime, I can plug in a light over there, drop that over the edge. That gives me the power I need to do that. We also have the engine tilt up front here, so if you need to tilt it up and you're up in the front and you see there's some kind of hazard coming, you can operate the engine tilt there. We've got a fish finder up front, hooks up to the trolling motor, so when you work it up front, you can use that fish finder. Then as you look back, I put in a cup holder here on the left, just so that you can reach your drink from that if you're up front, because we didn't really have cup holders when we started out, so I thought that would be a whole lot easier to work with. Now if we hop down, we have our storage compartments. So this compartment I just put my like day stuff in, but as you can see here, we put in shocks so that these compartments will stay open when you lift them up. That was a frustration for me, just because it's always something where you're out on the water and it's like moving about and you open your compartment and it falls over. That's how you can break fishing rods. It's just annoying when you have to do that. So I put in shocks on all of the lids. Then you'll see that thing in the top corner that looks like a sensor. That goes over there to another one. What that does is there are lights inside all of these compartments. So whenever this is opened, the lights will turn on at nighttime. When I have my deck lights and my navigation lights on, it'll turn on, it'll light up the inside of my compartment so I can see everything I need to. So that's that compartment. It's got its own shocks, so open up to the sky. Same deal, we have a shock over there. This is where I keep all the stuff. I got a little anchor and like my, docking protectors and those things. I keep it in here. We've got like a rubberized flooring in there, so if something wet goes in there, it's not really a big deal. But again, it'll stay open with the shocks. Close that guy up and lock it down. So I'm pretty happy with everything on the front deck. This is my main tackle compartment. Again, got the shocks there that'll hold everything open. Just kind of have my stuff sitting here, but take these out real quick. We'll see I got my foldable net, and then I got these compartments that hold different types of tackles. This is like a scale, and it's got like my pliers and that kind of stuff. Then I got my soft plastics kind of separated, so I got like my regular stick bait type worms, I got swimming worms on this side, then this side I got like swim bait type deals, and I have like my creature type baits. On this side we're gonna get to the tackle boxes. I've got like my crankbaits, jerk baits, that kind of stuff in these two containers, some swim baits as well. Then I got my lead and my hooks in these lure lock containers, so that stops everything from bouncing around a whole lot when I'm out on the water moving around. Let's just get this stuff back in there. And then on this side I got like my crappie fishing stuff and like the stuff that I won't be using as much as like the bass stuff, but still things that I have with me on my boat. Again, got the shock on there, keeps this lid up, that way it won't fall and break on any rod. Even if you push it down, it'll soft close, so that way you're not really risking breaking a rod if you have one sitting out and a lid falls on it. Then I have my rod compartment over there. This one was slightly bigger, so we have two shocks, but that holds it open nicely. Now I did actually break a fishing rod when I first got this boat because I was busy taking a rod out. There was a bit of wind and some choppiness, and this lid fell closed onto my fishing rod and snapped the rod. Now, obviously, you know fishing rods are not cheap, so you want to avoid snapping rods wherever you can. I put in some holders here on the side, you can see, so that just holds some of my rods there, but I have plenty more space if I need to put other rods in. And that goes all the way down there, where you can't really see with the light in, but we got rubberized flooring in there, so if there's any water or anything, that's not really a big deal. Close this guy down. Again, locking compartments. Come over here, I put in a little tray with a cup holder. It just makes it easier if you're fishing with somebody that you have more cup holders to hold your drinks. Then I have my podium set up, YouTube channel name obviously put over there. And then I went with 3 regular seats for the boat, because that's always something like, you know, if you do want to go fishing with 3 people, it's always a bit awkward because you either have this small seat or you can have like a console, so there's never really a full seat for the boat, so that's something I wanted to. So I went ahead and went with 3 full seats so 3 people can be there comfortably. Then I have one fire extinguisher right there by the driver's seat. Obviously safety first, need to have those on board. Got the throttle controls. I have my emergency switch over there, just tuck my thing back there when I'm not using it. Then we can sit down. I have my GPS unit. Obviously great idea to have GPS. Fish finder over there, and then I have this little light bar over here. So obviously most of the time if I'm docking at night, I'm docking on my driver's side, and it's always nice if you can, you know, light up the dock, just light up the way, helps people see, helps you come in a bit cleaner, easier. So I have that light bar on the side, so if I'm going at night I can flick that guy on and that'll light up everything on this side of the boat and make it a whole lot easier to pull up to that dock. And then over here I have all my gauges. I got RPM, I got voltmeters, I got my fuel, speed, and I have my water pressure. Then I have my horn button over there, which blows that horn facing forward. And then these are all my switches with my breakers. So circuit breakers sit there. These are all my rocker switches, all the different things. I've got my DC outlets over there. Fish finders next to it. I have my Livewell and my bilge pump. So this is everything I need as far as operation of the boat. Now everything lighting related is on this side. So I have my light bar on the side, which does the docking. So that's this one on the right, does that one. So that's that light bar. Then I have these, which are my deck lights. So if you see under there, you'll see the LED strips. Now these go all the way around the boat. So when I flick that on, that'll come on and it'll light up the entire deck. Those are also multicolor ones. I can change them with a Bluetooth app from my phone, so that way if I'm out there at nighttime and there's like a ton of bugs and it's like white light, then I can change that over to something like a green or a red that will be not as attractive for those bugs. Put in a new steering wheel, just kept it super simple, something nice and easy that I can work with. So I go back here, I have my light bar, my deck lights, then I have my rear lights. So I got spotlights up front that I showed you, and I also have spotlights in the rear that go out at like a 45 angle. So this is just if I'm ever doing anything at nighttime and I need to light places up, I've got that. Then I have my navigation lights up here, and then I have 3 spare switches. So this is if I need to add anything in the future. I got those 3 switches, and I have all these on circuit breakers. Got a USB plug, 12 volt plug up front here. You know, you need to charge your phone, you got to charge your camera, anything like that. Got that set up over there. Just the basic throttle controller. And then I have another cup holder here by the driver's side. So if anyone's fishing on the back deck, they can put it there. If I'm driving the boat, got that cup holder. Then if I fold the center seat down, I've taken a piece of aluminium sheet metal over here and I've made a step-in platform. So this way, the back of the seat's not that strong, but I've reinforced it with this piece of aluminium. So anybody needs to hop over to the back deck, perfectly fine to step on that guy. Super strong, it will hold. I put in stainless steel drain covers into the main deck. And then I got a gas canister around here, but I have another fire extinguisher over there under the podium. So just make sure I got 2 fire extinguishers. Then I have my measuring fin over there for the fish. And this is my compartment under the seats. This is where I keep my life jacket, my tool chest, all that kind of stuff. And I got my pole navigation lights that's clip into the back over there. So that's just where I keep like my main storage kind of stuff under the seats. Then we can go here to the back. On this deck, this is where I keep like day stuff that I need. So I got like lights, sunscreen, that kind of deal. Again, also on the shock, got the compartment lights. Every compartment lights up and has a shock to hold it open. Close that guy up, we'll head over this way to the Livewell. So got the Livewell over there, got the divider. Again, it's on a shock, so if you need it to stay open, you're getting your fish in and out. Not a big deal. And we also have lights, so if you are doing something nighttime, it'll light it up and you can see what's going on in there. Come back here to the driver's side. Got this compartment. This is where I keep like my plugs and any of those like little things that I might need. I keep some extra 2-stroke oil, some sharp tails, funnel, that kind of deal. So keep that all in there, nice and easy. Again, got that shark holding the compartment open. Come to the back deck. We have a 12 volt plug over there, again for those fishing lights. If I go crappie fishing nighttime, I can drop a light out the back and I can drop one in the front. Super convenient. Got the 12 volt plug right there. Got one spotlight on this side, one spotlight on that side. And these vents are new. We put in all new pipe in to vent out the fuel tank compartment. Same deal on the other side. Got my seat back here, everything's redone, everything's brand new. Then this compartment over here, let me just move my seat so I can make this a little easier to see. So this compartment is like the fuel tank compartment, which used to be quite a mess, but now we've gone ahead and we've reorganized everything. Got that shock on there to hold everything open. I have 3 batteries. There's one under there on the right, one on the left. 2 hook up to 24 to give me 24 volts for this trolling motor. Third one is basically just for the engine, starting, making sure I always have power. So if I troll until I drain both of those batteries, I'll still have power to start my motor. Let me hop off here. So those are those batteries. Then I come over to this side. I have 4 main circuit breakers. So there are 3 battery hookups that go from the back here to the podium for the different panels. So those are all these 3 breakers over there. Those are 40 amp breakers. It's all good. Protect that wiring. Marine breakers. Everything's good there. Then I have this 50 amp breaker, which does the trolling motor. So this way, anything goes wrong, all I have to do is see which brake is popped and I know exactly where it's coming from. And then on this side, I have this thing which is called a troll bridge. And the thing underneath that is called a combiner 100. So what this troll bridge does is I have those 2 12 volt batteries that hook together to give me 24 to my trolling motor. What this guy does is I have all my main boat systems hooked up to 1 battery. Then I have the trolling motor that basically goes to both. So whenever I'm not using the trolling motor, this guy over here is hooking those 2 batteries up in parallel so that my 12 volt system from my boat is running off both batteries. But when I go and I step on that power for the trolling motor, what this does is it switches that link over to series to give 24 to the trolling motor, and then while that's going on, everything on the boat is just taken from one of those batteries. But the moment I step off the trolling motor, it hooks them back up in parallel, they can equalize their power, and then the rest of the boat system comes off both batteries. That way I'm making sure that I'm not just overusing one battery, everything is going off of both of them. This thing underneath is called the combiner. So what that does, since I have the 3 batteries, whenever there's power coming in, so whenever I'm charging my batteries, what that does is the power comes into my starter battery, and then that'll link that to the other 2 that are linked with the troll bridge. So effectively I'll have 3 batteries in parallel when that happens. So that means that when I'm charging, all my batteries will charge together. But the moment that power is not coming in, that link will be broken, and then I'll only have the 2 12-volt batteries for the trolling motor, which are my deep cycles. Those 2 will be connected for the rest of the boat systems, but my starter battery is separate from that. So you'll never drain your starter battery by using any of your other boat systems. But when they're charging and there's power coming in, like when I'm running the outboard, it'll charge all 3 batteries. Super neat system over there. Over on this side, this over here is my charge controller for the solar panel. So when I'm having the boat parked, I have a solar panel that keeps everything charged, and I got this plug over here which you just plug the solar panel straight into, and then everything's linked up. So all I have to do is plug my solar panel into here and it'll keep everything on my boat charged up. I also have this plug for electric charger, and I can also put my electric charger onto the batteries directly if I need to. Let's just close this guy up. Coming to the back of the boat, we have the outboard. I've got this guy on here which helps you plane out a little bit quicker. 75 2-stroke Marina outboard, so it's a Mercury outboard, and everything works pretty good. Got my fish finder sensor over there. Like I said earlier, everything on the trailer is being completely redone. So this is basically what I've done with the boat. I'm super excited to get it out this summer, take it out fishing, and just have a good time with it. And I hope to take you guys along, and I hope everybody likes what I've done with the boat. If you have any suggestions, anything else, or places you'd like to see me go or take the boat, let me know and I'll see if I can make it happen. But as for that, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I've done, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have a lot more adventures and things coming soon. Whatever I do this fun, I'm going to take a video of it and bring you guys along. So if you like it, please go ahead and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.